You know, one of the most beautiful things about these bikes, and especially the older Harleys, are these saddlebags. They have the beautiful studs on the side, they leather, they shine, they look really, really cool. Unfortunately,
Hey, little guy.
he wants to be in every video.
Hey.
Unfortunately, the problem is, after 25 years, the ends start to pull up and they start looking a little bit old and worse for wear. But lucky, we can fix them. That's next on my list. Okay, so before we go any further, let me show you what the bags look like when they were finished, and then you can decide if you want to watch the rest of the video and maybe give your bags a bash to refurbish them. By the way, I spent probably about 20 bucks on doing this, so there was no major expenses. This is all done with stuff that I have lying around the house. So my bags turned out like this. You can see the lid fits beautifully over the end. There's no leather that's folding up in any place. It actually, I think it came out really, really nice. Biggest problem that I had, well, there were a couple of problems that I had fixing up these bags. Getting them off of the bike was horrific. They have these bolts that go through the back fender, and the nut is on the inside the fender itself. And I don't have the biggest hands in the world, but I don't have the smallest hands in the world. And I battled to get my hands in there in the spanner. So this bolting arrangement to hold the frame into place was completely redesigned, and I machined new bolts, but that's a video for another day. Then a number of the spacers for the grommets, the rubber grommets, they were replaced with something that didn't fit the bike and was actually doing a bit of damage, but I'll get to that now. So new ones were machined to replace the ones that was replaced at some point in the bike's life. So there was a little bit of machining there. Then talking about the spacers for the grommets, unfortunately the plastic at the back of the bags was a little bit cracked because of the poor use of grommets. So I used a soldering iron and did a bit of plastic welding to sort that out, which is a relatively easy job. So the plastic at the back was plastic welded and fixed up all nicely. Then the frames itself, they had a weird locking mechanism or locking eye in the middle of the frame that pushed through the plastic at the back. That unfortunately scratched the stuff inside the bag, so I cut that off. And then there was one or two places where the frames were damaged because of rust, so that got cleaned off, and the frame got a new spray job, which looks quite nice. And that's just normal 2K paint, so nothing expensive there. Then the bag itself. Getting that leather to fold down. Remember how badly it folded up. Easiest way to do that is just dunking it in some hot water, and I did that the other day, and it went a little something like this. My bag's ready to be dunked in the water, so we can sort out the bad folding of the bag. You can see the edges are coming up. So all you do is you fill up a container with some warm water, and this is not boiling water, it's just water from a geyser. And then what you want to do is you want to fold the sides in the hot water in the direction that you want them to bend. Like so. Okay, so the bag has been in here for about a minute. You can actually feel that the leather has gotten nice and soft, so it's ready. So you can take that out. You can see how nice and soft this leather's gotten. So that's perfect. Alright, we're just going to dry off the excess water. You can actually feel how soft this leather has gotten, so this will fold nicely. shoebox fits in very, very nice. That's just to keep a nice shape. You might just put a little bit of newspaper on the inside here. There we go. And put the cover on, like so. And now you can manually shape the leather to like we want it. There we go. And then if this is placed out of the sun at room temperature and allowed to dry, it'll keep this shape quite nicely. Right, so now the bags are out of the water. They were just kept in a dry place, not in the sun at room temperature, and they were allowed to rest until they were dried. They didn't dry quickly, they dried at room temperature really, really slowly. So the bags are currently dry and they've folded beautifully. Then the leather needs to be treated because you don't want it to get wet and stand in the sun and the same thing happen again. Now there's a number of proprietary products on the market and everyone has their own say and ideas of what leather products to use, and Harley Davidson have their own leather products that cost a fortune that I can't afford anyway. But I use normal shoe polish. I've used it for years on many of my vintage bike leathers and it works really, really well. It fills up the cracks and it actually protects the leather really, really well against weathering. So all the cracks are filled up, it gets a nice coat of shoe polish and then brushed up. After it's brushed up, a nice lint-free cloth goes over the bag again, and that cleans up all the studs. So there's no particular added effort that I put into to clean up the studs after I've applied the polish. They actually clean up really nicely if you rub them down with a cloth. And that's what the bag looks like. I am really, really chuffed with how the bags came out. They are ready to go onto the bike. And my new quick change system will make putting them on the bike and taking them off the bike really, really easy. So they can go on the bike when I want them. They can be taken off when I don't want them, which is really cool. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys.